Welcome back. Let me take a moment to talk to you about bonus. I like to give out bonus points. You've already seen some of my lectures where I talk about bonus points, and it's mentioned in the syllabus, and probably you've seen the bonus document that is posted at the Blackboard site. I've taken the liberty of sending that bonus document outlining opportunities for you to earn bonus points to each of you through Blackboard course messages once more. The fact of the matter is I do this a lot, and the reason I do it a lot is that studies show that if you can get a college student engaged in the college and engaged, in our particular case, in government, they will do 20% better in terms of their academic performance than those people who aren't engaged. And so I want you to take advantage of opportunities at El Paso Community College, in El Paso, and at the various government entities that are here. Now, let me stop right here because I know some of you aren't here in El Paso. We can figure out a way to make this work for you. And for example, I've had people who were deployed or stationed in San Diego, and they received bonus points for going to the San Diego Zoo, because the San Diego Zoo is owned by the city of San Diego. So technically it is a government entity. I've had people go to the San Antonio Zoo. I've had people go to the Alamo. I've had people attend events, college-related events at a dozen different campuses outside of El Paso. So just because you may not be here doesn't mean you cannot take advantage of this. If you have a question about bonus points, just send that question to me and we'll figure out a resolution that makes it easy for you. So, I want to get you to EPCC events, any campus. But by the way, I also want to get you to upper level colleges and universities. And I do that because I know if I get you, for example, to UTEP or NMSU, if I get you on the campus one time, that it makes it easier for you to go back a second time. If I get you there a second time, then you're familiar with the campus. And when it comes time for you to make a decision relative to continuing your academic career, it's just a no-brainer. You're comfortable. You know how to get there. You know where to park. You know all of those things that you need to know. And that includes other campuses, other colleges and universities. If I can get you to a government building, it makes it easier and less fearful for you to go to a government building some other time in your life, and you will need to do that. We study everything in the United States, and we know, for example, from those studies over the past 20 to 30 years, that most of you are afraid of snakes. Most of you are afraid of spiders, and we know that most of you are deathly afraid of giving a presentation or a speech in front of a group of people. It's just natural, okay? But once we eliminate the snakes and the spiders and the public speaking, we know one of your greatest fears is interacting with government. You just simply don't want to do it. Well, I'm going to give you bonus points for doing that. And I want to do that so that you're familiar with where City Hall is and where the county courthouse is and where federal courthouses are, so that if you get a call for jury duty, you know exactly where to go and you're not going to be as afraid. If there's a pothole in front of your house, I want you familiar with government and not the kind of person who goes, oh, there's a pothole in front of my house, I don't know what to do. If I can make you familiar and engaged with government, you will know that you can pick up the phone and call your city council member and tell them, I have a pothole in front of my house and I need it fixed. Let's say later in your life you have children and you take them to the park and the park's full of trash and the equipment's broken. I don't want you to be the kind of person who just looks at your children and says, I'm sorry, I guess we can never come here again. I want you to be the kind of person who can go pick up the phone and contact the City Parks and Recreation Department, or the County Parks and Recreation Department, or your city council member, or the mayor's office, and say, there's a problem with my park. Because the fact of the matter is it is your park. You're a taxpayer. You own that park. And that park should meet certain standards relative to safety, relative to cleanliness. And you should demand that the people who work for you do their job. Okay? That's what government is all about. So, get out there. Earn some bonus points. How do you prove to me that you deserve the bonus points? Well, the ever popular selfie. If you go to a government building, just stand in front of the government building and take a selfie with the sign so that I know you were there. Oh, no. I do need to warn you that the federal government does not necessarily like you standing right in front of their building taking photos. So if you're going to go take a photo of the Department of Homeland Security building out by El Paso International Airport, or the federal courthouse downtown across from the county courthouse, you need to stand across the street. Okay? You definitely don't want to try and go inside and take a selfie with federal buildings because you might be arrested. I have had students who have had to provide documentation that they were there trying to earn bonus points because the federal government thought they were too intrusive. So be safe, be careful. By the way, if you go downtown, if you go to downtown El Paso and you plan out a walking tour, you can get 20 government facilities, selfies in front of 20 government facilities in probably 25 minutes. It won't take long at all. And that will earn you almost enough points to not have to take the final exam. So there are incentives built in. If you go to a transfer fair at El Paso Community College and just prove that you did, that you're talking to people about transferring after you get your associate's degree from the community college to an upper level institution, you get 100 bonus points. By the way, during a regular semester, UTEP is somewhere on campus at Valle Verde every single week, with the exception of the first week and finals week. And they usually have a couple of very large transfer fairs there where they bring in people from admissions, people from financial aid. You can actually register for UTEP at a transfer fair at El Paso Community College Valle Verde campus and get your financial material all filed away and get your approval in one afternoon. So take advantage of these opportunities. The people at El Paso Community College are doing things to help make your life easier, and so are other institutions. Earn those bonus points. And watch out during the course of the semester for additional bonus points that might not be listed on these documents. And make sure you read every assignment and you watch every video, because periodically there will be bonus opportunities dropped in to the conversation. Hope you're having a great semester. Contact me through Blackboard course messages if you have any questions. Goodbye.